Hello ladies and germs, today we're gonna do yet another first impressions video. Today's game is called Deckweaver. I don't know much about the game. What little I do know is that it's kind of like, well, I don't even know the genre, but it's basically a game where you play from first person view, but you also use cards for doing stuff. That's kind of all I know. I'm assuming it's gonna be like, you know, that one season of Hunter x Hunter. No, just Hunter x Hunter, my bad. Where they're inside of the game and like different cards do different stuff, but you actually just move around normally. And stuff like that, but I genuinely do not know. Let's jump straight into it as well. Crowbix, but one day an evil entity... Okay. I tried to film this once already. And it did not go well. Or I did try to film this once, yeah. But it did not go well. Mainly because the full screen is kind of broken in this game. So I have... My setup is with two screens. I have I basically have my OBS on one screen and then rest of my stuff or the game itself on another screen. But going full screen in this game, which is the only way to play this game, is full screen. Unless you like go into like weird setting thingies on like, or like change like files or something like that. Like there isn't a settings or a way of like just making the game not be full screen in the settings. But going full screen in this game basically breaks your like two screen setup completely. And everything just moves into the first screen, which is where the game is. So I had to restart this filming completely. So basically how this game works is that we have these cards. And outside of them we can just like throw empty cards as weapons, but then by pressing specific buttons, so Q, E, and R, we can use whatever card we have open as well. To survive. I don't know if there is like an actual goal, like if we're supposed to go somewhere or if it's just about survival. No clue. Wait, how did we do this last time? I already forgot how to actually... Okay, so... I just pressed R, which is... Oh! Or maybe it works like... No. Pressing one of the mouse or the ability buttons just... It, like... places the ability into your deck, apparently. That was not made clear, by the way. The game only told me that pressing F would open the chests, but that's it. Shrines. Press F when a shrine is highlighted to begin a trial and spawn a wave of enemies. Eliminate all shrine enemies to complete the trial and purify the shrine. Okay, well, I mean... So far, the game feels a bit hectic because, like, you don't really know what's going on all that much. Like, once you spawn in. Like, the game... It seems like you're in a tutorial where it teaches you stuff, like how to open chests and stuff, and suddenly you're already getting attacked by the first enemies. Which is obviously not a great gameplay experience. But at the same time, I really do like the idea of these abilities working off of like decks that are kind of semi-random as well. So I'm kind of conflicted. There is no way I can say this is like a polished game. And I definitely wouldn't pay too much to play this game either. But the idea is so nice. And the abilities do kind of feel more smooth than they probably even look like. So there is a lot of good to be said about the game, even if it is not maybe quite as polished as one could hope. So I'm a bit conflicted about how I feel about the game. Also having like a progress bar of some kind would really be nice. Which at least I have not seen here, because apparently we are doing like some sort of a quest with the shrine, but I have no clue how I'll be able to tell if we're done with it, because it's not like the enemies only spawn when because of the trial we're doing right now. I'm assuming we're doing the trial, by the way, because they spawn outside of it as well. So I have no clue of what's caused by the trial and what's just the normal enemy spawns, which is also like not a great experience. But it is what it is. The actual music in the game is kind of cool. I think it does like kind of feel like for a game this fast paced, a song like this is kind of perfect, or music like this is like perfect. Okay, did we complete this? I'm so confused this run. Okay, I think we just died. Run duration 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Cards collected 2, items purchased 0, coins collected 128. Okay. Yeah, so that was not the greatest of experiences when it comes to like first game you have in the game. But I'm assuming it's actually way better, and this has just kind of been well, I mean, it's just kind of hard to get into the game, right? Okay, there's a red laser beam there. That's the shrine, right? Which would be like significantly better if, you know, the game actually let me know how to... Or is that how we do it? Did we get the bell ring last time? I don't actually recall. I feel like we did, but maybe I'm wrong. I am wrong quite often when it comes to actually just remembering stuff. Okay, so we actually turned the shrine from red to blue, so I'm assuming we completed it. Yeah, so, like, letting the player know how the actual bell mechanic works fully, before having them actually go through it would be like a nice thing that I kind of hope the game had. I mean, the entirety of the intro into the game has just been the game starting. You get like a pop-up, but also not enough time to read the pop-up and stuff like that, so... And both pop-ups that we have seen have missed key information. So that's kind of sad. But it is what it is. Okay, how much HP does this guy have? Okay. None, I guess. Oh. And I think the keybinds are reasonable. Obviously, I do accidentally press W occasionally when I'm trying to press E. Because the spell keybinds by default are Q, E, and R. Okay. That's a clear as well. Hopefully there isn't any fall damage in the game. I doubt there is, but who knows. Oh, there's another one. Oh. Okay, let's do the other bell. So are we like actually supposed to complete these, or are these like a survival thing where we just get bonuses for doing these? I'm kind of confused as to the actual objective of the game as a whole. Oop. Okay, what does this eye guy do though? I'm confused because some of them have like the laser beams and stuff. And then some of them just don't. Like they still seem like they're enemies, but I'm confused as to what they actually do. Okay, let's leave. Wait, is that not all of the laser beams done? For the shrines? I don't see their... Like, I don't see any other laser beams into the sky at all. I guess we did all of them. Are we supposed to have a combustion to climb up there? Obviously the map isn't the greatest either. Just another one of those parts of the game where it's really unpolished. But some of them that obviously can be forgiven when it's a free game, right? The whole full screen issues are kind of a more major problem, as well as like the tutorial and stuff. Now maybe this is just a port of an old game, which would make sense, but I'm assuming it's a completely new game, so I'm kind of judging it like that, which may be unfair if I'm just wrong. But yeah, I'm confused as to what I'm supposed to be doing now. Ground slam, okay, I guess we'll take that. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Bubble beam. Okay, I actually think the tar trap is kind of cool. Oh, the ground ability actually was hype. Yeah, that's cool. Oop. But am I just like supposed to survive for as long as I can? Or is like, is there a specific time I'm supposed to survive, or are there like actual objectives outside of the shrines? Oh, I just threw the trap on myself there. Oopsie. Like if you if you really tried to play this game super well, instead of just seeing what the game has to offer, you'd probably pick like mobility spells to a specific slot always, and then like offensive spells to the other two. And I don't think I kind of doubt you'd actually ever want to have like some of the utility spells like the discard hand one at all. Unless you like ended up rolling into something just absolutely amazing in your deck. And then had kind of mediocre spells outside of that, but not sure how amazing the spells can even be compared to each other, so. Okay, I walked here and then apparently we got a vendor thingy. Increase the usage of your the next card you cast by 1. Okay, I don't think that's cool at all. I guess Inferno is nice. Artifacts. Reduce card cooldowns by 20% whenever you cast an art spell, gain 2 shield. Sure. Oh, these are just permanent, huh? Well, that's interesting. Oh, so I think it was a time thing then. So there is like a day and night cycle, or like the day ends at some point is what I meant. And also it... Oh, I'm getting shot through the wall, which is kind of cringe. Oh wait, no, actually you don't lose your spells between nights. You only lose them when you actually die. Okay, that's interesting. Items purchased 2, cards collected 8. Main menu. So I guess we can like check, like edit the default decks now in the main menu then. I keep thinking those are loading screens, but you can actually just click out of them. Okay, but that's not what the Necronomicon is for. No clue what that's supposed to be then. So I guess at this point I just have to give my thoughts on the game. So obviously I think the main gameplay loop was quite fun, even if it was a bit bare bones. The game obviously was not polished by any means. I really hated how it just kind of threw you straight into the game. I really hated how it dealt with having multiple screens. It just doesn't actually support that at all. But at the same time, it was fun. There was variety between the spells as well, although I'm not sure how valuable some of that variety is with when it comes to the utility spells, but it's an interesting concept. I really liked it. Probably would play a similar game that was more polished, like for a longer period of time as well, like not just for a first impressions video. But I enjoyed it, but at the end of the day, like it's one of those games where it's not a great game, but I enjoyed it. It's kind of hard to rate that. But luckily I don't have a rating system. I'm just giving you my first impressions. This is not an actual review of the game. Oh, and the game is completely free on Steam, and it does support, or it does have controller support as well, which I feel like is something worth mentioning. Obviously I didn't check that, I didn't test that, so I'm not sure how great the controller support is, but at least it is there, which is great always. But at the end of the day, it is free, so if it seems interesting, it's worth actually downloading, because you don't lose anything. Yeah, I mean, I guess you lose like the time it takes to download the game, but that's it. So if it seems interesting, definitely give it a try. I'm not saying it's a bad game by any means. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. And yeah, with that being said, dudes, dudettes, and everything in between, I hope you enjoyed. And I hope to see you in the next video as well. Have a good one. Bye.